Welcome to our NetLaw MD website and e-learning platform. I'm going to do a quick demonstration of our NetLaw MD Advanced Care Counseling website. This is our main page where you will sign in the patient. You can choose what setting your patient's in, inpatient or outpatient. I will click inpatient here for the demonstration. For new patients or first-time users, you will click Enroll Now. You will want to put in the patient's name, their phone number, physician's name, and a valid email address. If the patient does not have an email address, you can make one up for them, but it has to be in an email format. So for example, erica@md.com. For the patient's permission, you will then check the box to consent for the patient's contact information to be sent to NetLaw, which will allow them to have access to create a username and password. The notes box here is to put any comments in regards to this registration page. So for example, email address is patient's daughter, who is the POA. This will let us know that the daughter will be emailed. After the patient enrolls, they are sent an email immediately to create their own NetLaw MD username and password. Enroll them now. And after you enroll the patient, it will take you to our main session page. I will go into depth on the first session. Click here. And on the bottom left-hand corner, you will see an Advanced Care Counseling PowerPoint tab. This gives information on what Advanced Care Counseling is, billing codes, sample documents for healthcare providers, sample letters, and sample scripts. Healthcare providers can refer to this at any time. Bottom right-hand corner, you will see the Session 1 Questions tab and what questions are important to ask the patients during this session. With your permission, I would like to discuss advanced directives. Is this a new topic for you? What is your understanding of your health and medical condition? Could we talk more about the kind of care you would want if you were no longer able to communicate your preferences? Think about key people in your life you would want to share this with. Can we schedule a second session with you to talk further about this with your family? There's also a NetLaw document summary tab. This reviews the healthcare documents NetLaw provides for patients and definitions for each, which include the durable power of attorney for healthcare, HIPAA authorization, living will declaration, or it's also called advanced directive, a durable power of attorney for finance, and the most, post, or POST forms, which are physician requested only. There are 3 videos in session 1 for the inpatient setting. The first one is You're in Charge and lets the patient know they are in charge of their care. The second video is called Life Perspective and it's about reminding the patient to leave their own legacy now and before end of life and an emergency occurs. Click on that. The third video talks about advanced directives and what documents need to be completed. Approximate runtime for all 3 videos in the first session is 6 minutes long. And you'll click Next to take you to session 2. Put in the patient's name and email address to complete the session. This will be used as a tracking system on our end to let us know who has completed the session. Click Complete Session to take you to session 2. Congratulations, you've completed this session. Here is session 2 and the layout is similar to session 1. The goal of this session is to let the patient know how important these conversations are. Involve the family to have the patient's wishes be known. There are 2 videos with an approximate runtime of 4 minutes total. As you can see, the NetLaw Document Summary tab and the Advanced Care Counseling PowerPoint tab are on this session again to refer to. The bottom right-hand corner are session 2 questions you can ask the patient. You'll click Next to complete the session. Again, you'll put in the patient's name and email address to complete the session, and this will allow us to track that the patient has completed this session. Click Complete Session to take you to session 3. And again, congratulations, you've completed this session. Session 3 is laid out similar to session 1 and 2. It goes into detail about the healthcare documents. There are videos on a DNR, a POA, a HIPAA authorization, and a living will, with a total runtime of 9 minutes. As you can see here, there's the Net Law document summary sheet again, and the Advanced Care Counseling PowerPoint tab. The bottom right-hand corner, there is the Session 3 Questions tab. And these questions pertain to the documents and the videos themselves. Then there are the physician requested only most and post forms, and specifically for Kentucky and Indiana. These forms are fillable forms that you can download with a quick click. As a reminder, the most, post, and pulse forms are medical order for patients with less than 1 year to live, outlines a plan of care at end of life. The form differs in name and structure depending on what state you live in, but are conceptually the same across all states. I will show the forms here, and the first one is the Kentucky Most form. The sample of the Kentucky Most form here. And here's the Indiana Post form. See how the layout's a little bit different, but similar information on there. And we'll click next here. You'll put in the patient's name and email address again to complete the session, and this will allow us to track that the patient has completed this session. Once you have completed session 3, it will take you directly to our NetLaw website, and this is where the patient will log in using the username and password they chose to log in and create their healthcare documents. This completes the demo on our NetLaw MD website.